Good morning, everyone. Now, I would love to make this video hours long talking about the vast impact that exercise has on your life and on your health. Except we're just going to focus on one, and that is exercise impact on building your resilience and how mindfulness plays a factor into that as well. It is terribly important that you have resilience throughout your life to handle all of life's challenges. And a bit of a biased opinion, but I think exercise is the best tool to building that and preparing you for life. First, a quick insight into me. I graduated Henry Lawson High School in 2014. From there, I went straight to Bathurst Uni. I studied exercise science. And while I was there, I interned with the Western Region Academy of Sport. And I also gained employment at Bathurst Strength and Conditioning. And now I currently own Bathurst Strength and Conditioning and also Orange City Strength and Conditioning. And this is the gym that I currently run. But back when I was your age, I would have laughed if someone had said that this is where I would end up because life was not leading that way. See, back at the start of high school, I was quite overweight. I absolutely hated study and homework. And I used to get my friends to order food for me if we ever went anywhere because I couldn't handle the anxiety of talking to a stranger. And so that's how I was living my life. The turning point for me was exercise. I didn't quite realize it at the time, but one day, watching the movie 300, I thought, I want to look like one of those guys up there on the TV. And so I started doing push-ups and sit-ups and anything else I could do in the lounge room. And I working on myself. What I didn't realize would also be impacted was the effect on my brain. So even though I was training just to look like these guys, a major positive to my life was the benefits to my mental health. What was happening was every time that I had a session coming up, I really wasn't motivated, I felt tired, was coming up with excuses, but I pushed through to want to do it, to then get those results. Every time I was doing those push-ups, trying to get that last rep out and pushing through that fatigue and that pain, holding onto that plank for a little bit longer, I was constantly building a foundation of resilience. Because every single one of those moments was some practice for pushing through adversity and for pushing through a challenge. And this also impacted every other moment in my life. Say if I had some homework I had to go do, I've already practiced pushing through being unmotivated, not wanting to do it, but then doing it anyway to get the result. See, when we exercise, your brain not only gives you physical benefits, but will also help out your brain. So in the short term, when you do an exercise session, your brain will release serotonin and endorphins, and it will boost your mood and reduce your stress. So this is a great tool. If you come home from school, you're really stressed out, distracted, however it may be, then even going for a short walk around the block, doing that run, doing some rounds of push-ups and sit-ups in your room, it can really help you feel fantastic afterwards. You will have an improved mood, trust me. But the long-term impacts that regularly doing this exercise will have is based around this resilience and mindfulness. So when you're exercising, it'll help you build that mental resilience because you have to stay focused during these challenging situations. When you're pushing yourself physically, you've got to learn how to stay calm, control your thoughts, and keep going even though it's really tough. This is where the mindfulness also helps out. See, mindfulness is the practice of being present in the moment. And when you have a look at when you're exercising and trying to control your thoughts and stay calm through these adverse situations, you have to be quite mindful about what you're doing. You have to really stay focused, listen to your body, listen to your breath, and be in tune. And so when you're exercising, it can be a really great tool to improve your mindfulness and get some really good practice into staying grounded, being calm, and focusing and being present in the moment. Now, hopefully you've realized, but these skills are invaluable throughout your life. Say whenever you're having that tough conversation with a friend or family member, if you've always been practicing on staying calm, then you'll be able to control your thoughts and emotions, be able to handle that situation really well. There is a whole bunch of other examples, but as for increasing mindfulness, exercise is one of the best tools Unfortunately, you just got to keep on practicing it to really see the benefit. So, like any muscle, you've got to keep on working on it. Now, funnily enough, there's been some research come out recently that your anterior midcingular cortex in your brain is the adversity part, and you can grow that. To really grow it, you've got to practice this pushing through adversity bit, where try and really be mindful of what you're doing when you're exercising and pushing through the adversity of it. I'd recommend to maybe don't have some music on, or really try and breathe and feel how hard the work is and how much you can really push through that pain barrier. So then you can really build your resilience, build your mindfulness, and benefit across all other aspects in life. Whew. I hope now you see how the impact that exercise can have on your mental health, your mindfulness, and your resilience, and that hopefully you're able to pick up a bit of a routine that you enjoy doing, but you're able to do it consistently. When doing whatever exercise this may be, I just recommend to focus on that mindfulness to really feel the benefit. Stay in the moment, focus on pushing through that fatigue, that adversity, and it will impact the rest of your life. I know it has for me. I attribute all of my success and ability to push through adversity down to me going through those sessions in my lounge room and building that resilience muscle in my brain. So thank you, Henry Lawson. Hope you've enjoyed it.